Hi, I'm Baird, driving the Clearwater Ferrari. This is Crimsafe, Talking Tech. It's an FIA car. It kind of looks from the outside a little bit like a production car, but believe me, underneath here, it is all race car. The whole bodywork is carbon fibre. Massive amount of aerodynamics on this car, a lot of downforce. You can see by the size of the front splitters, and when you sort of take a visual right through the car, very sleek, large rear wing, generating a lot of downforce. One of the big differences of FIA GT3 racing, especially endurance racing, yes, we want parity. Yes, there is parity between the different manufacturers, but there's also different options. Here at Bathurst, we've chosen the Michelin tyre, but you also have an option of the Pirelli tyre, and obviously the Mercedes will run a different size tyre than the Ferrari, the BMW will run a different size again, some different front to rear. So a lot of different options and a lot of things to go through. Another thing that's a big difference on the cars is all the manufacturers obviously can choose their own brake package. Really a trade-off between, do you want the car to stop really quick, or somewhere like Bathurst, it's an enduro, so it's a trade-off whether you want to go for a pad that is a little bit softer, that's more a sprint pad, or you can go for something a little harder that will last the 12 hours. When we talk about parity, one of the main things they do in GT3 racing is, one is weight, and we've got inside the car, every car must carry a weight box. So if the car's too fast and they want to slow it down in the way of weight, plates get bolted on here, they get sealed, and every Ferrari will be running the same weight. Another thing they'll do to get the parity is air restrictors. They'll always have differences between, obviously the Mercedes-Benz is a massive engine compared with this. Different air restrictor sizes will do different things to different cars, so just another way to make sure the playing field's even. One of the big things on the interior, the Ferrari 458 is, and they've probably been one of the first manufacturers to head down this path, is the paddle shift. Great little system, certainly makes it a lot nicer for the driver. Obviously got the race seat inside here, full roll cage. One of the niceties of the Ferrari is it's got air conditioning. So normally you would see in a race car, V8 supercar, you'd see a cool box mounted in here that would be plumbed to the driver, giving him cold water circulation. With the Ferrari, very, very nice for a driver. Flick the switch, you've got 3 different settings and air conditioning. A rule in Europe is the ambient temperature and the cabin temperature can't be greater than about 10 degrees, I think it is. If it is, they have to park it. So they're really starting to look after not only safety-wise of the driver, but making sure that the driver's working within temperatures that aren't making them sort of pass out. We've seen guys at circuits like Adelaide in V8 supercars completely pass out behind the wheel. So just a safety feature that we should be looking at worldwide. You know, it's something that I think is the right direction. Another difference you'll see inside the cockpit here is there is no window to look out the back, there is no rear vision mirror. Obviously engine in the back, so very important to try and keep some heat out. But that brings up another problem, very hard to see out of the rear. So what we've got here, as you would see in some of your passenger vehicles out of the manufacturers nowadays, a rearward facing camera. Corvette have actually gone to the level of using their camera with a distance guidance in it, so it even gives you the meterage rate to the car that's closing behind you. Somewhere like Le Mans, you've got cars doing 350 k's, some cars doing 250 k's, so the closing speeds are also shown on that camera. So something, again, makes for a safer race car for everyone on track. So when we take a look at the back here, a lot of people will say it's a rear engine car, but it's mounted so far forward in the chassis, you'd really have to call it a mid-mounted engine. Ferrari engine, V8, developing 550 horsepower with that unique Ferrari sound. So that's a quick look around the Clearwater Racing Ferrari, one of the best teams in GT3 racing.
We've been robbed a couple of times actually.
So we had this screen installed.
For cheap alternative.
They look identical, so you think you're getting an equivalent product and you're not.
Most Crimsafe lookalikes can pop out because they're only held in with a piece of plastic. But Crimsafe screw clamp locks the mesh and spreads the impact.
Solid and sturdy, and definitely instills a lot of confidence in us.
If you pay for what you get, Crimsafe is definitely the way to go. Better off paying the extra and getting the better product.
Because if it's not Crimsafe, it's not Crimsafe.